Good morning, everyone. My name is Bonnie McPhail, and I'm going to be your instructor for this class. And I'm really excited to have you here. I hope that this will be a really enjoyable time for you. And before we get started, though, I think what I'm going to do is introduce myself, and I'm actually going to move the camera around like this. I'm actually using my iPhone to do this. Let me just bring it down a little. And so what I'd like to do is I'd like to kind of do an introduction, tell you a little bit about all the classes that we're going to be having. And as you know, you've already gone to the website. It's hummingbirdscorner.com. And we're in the creative retreats. And creative retreats has been my dream for quite a long time. And it's a peaceful collection of creative experiences, online workshops, and faith-filled encouragement. It's designed to help you slow down, create, reflect, and renew. Whether you're picking up a paintbrush for the first time, learning the art of rag quilting, exploring the beauty of acrylic painting, or enjoying coffee and conversation with Bonnie. That's a new one. I'm going to circle back around and tell you about that. Every retreat is thoughtfully created to encourage your heart while nurturing your creativity. Each experience is personally designed and taught by me to feel like a gentle, inspiring escape from the busyness of everyday life, a place where creativity, encouragement, and faith come together. You'll learn at your own pace from the comfort of your own home, or you're going to join me for a peaceful one-on-one conversation filled with encouragement, prayer, and practical next steps as you seek God's direction for your life. Relax, reflect, create, renew. Welcome to Hummingbird's Corner. There's always room for you here. So that is what Creative Retreats is all about. And the first one that I want to talk about is called Coffee and Conversation with Bonnie. And what it is it's a 30-minute spirit-led coaching session. Sorry, you guys, this is like a new stand and it's bugging me. There. And so I am really excited. I'm an ordained minister. I've been a teacher for many years. I was a nurse for 20 years. So teaching has just been part of my life. And most recently, I just did this really cool retreat called the Collective Journey with the district women of the Assembly of God. I was one of the mentors. Sorry, guys, it's first thing in the morning. And it was just profoundly life-changing. So I am a certified life coach, but I've never participated in a spirit-led coaching session. And so what it is, it's a one-on-one mentoring session that's designed to provide encouragement, prayer, practical guidance, and it's a listening ear as you navigate life's questions and opportunities. And together, we're going to prayerfully seek the Holy Spirit's guidance while exploring practical next steps that align with your goals and faith. So it's for if you have a major life crisis, you're searching for clarity, maybe you're rebuilding after a difficult season. And it's just the half-hour seasons are just short, so it doesn't take up a lot of your time. You won't have homework or anything to do with it. But when I did it for the retreat, it was just profound to the women who I was blessed to do it with. And they told me that it just made all the biggest difference. And how it works is it's not about me as the coach. It's about you as the person that's being mentored. And so what we do is I'll ask you what your goals are, what do you want to achieve out of it, because it's all about you. And then we have a prayer and ask the Holy Spirit to intervene and to show us what he wants to accomplish. And it was just the coolest thing. I was just flabbergasted because I would hear his voice on the inside to ask the next question or what to say. And by the end of it, both the two women were just weeping because he came and met them right where they were. So I'm super excited to offer that. So that's one of the creative retreats that we're going to be doing. The first class that I have posted on there is what's called Soul Therapy, and it's a creative video taught watercolor painting lesson, and it includes the book and the mug. So that one's a gift set. So that one, if you buy that class, you get the mug and the book that goes along with it. And these books are just so neat. They're the reason why they're called Soul Therapy, because they have journaling pages, they have life coaching questions, they have inner wisdom questions, or actually angelic messages that I got from the angels to put in there. And I want to preface it by saying I'm not super spiritual. I'm just obedient and I listen. So that's really the only thing I could say about it. It's nothing I did. And I'm nobody special. I'm not a super spiritual woman. I'm just a follower of Christ. So that one is meant for you to take a cup of coffee or tea, and then there are coloring book pages that you can do. There's the actual painting lesson is in the back of the book, and then it's soul therapy. It's for your soul. It's a time to reflect, a time to relax and color. It's a time to listen. So that's what that class is. And then I have, on the website, I have craft kits that I'm developing, and one of them is rag quilts. I've had so much fun with it. It's just taken off. I've made 10 of the rag quilts myself. So I have a book already that's been developed. And what I want to do is videotape me actually creating a rag quilt. And then if you purchase that one, you're going to get the book and you're going to get the video tutorial. And then if you want to order the rag quilts, those are separate on the account, on the website, or you can just cut your own pieces. But my rag quilts are all pre-cut, so you don't have to do any measuring, you don't have to think about it, you just sew and have fun. So that's going to be one of the classes that I'm going to be offering. And these two classes are classes that once you pay for your class, you'll be emailed the video link, and then you can stop it and play it at your leisure. I'll explain it step by step and walk you through how to do it. And the book will go along with it. And then the next other one, these are other ones that I have that I haven't posted yet. But one of them is going to be a jelly roll, and that's going to be the tutorial in the book. And then the one other thing that I'm super, super passionate about is self-publishing. I have about 250 books published on Amazon. So I have so many people with a dream to publish. And for me personally, I've been doing it since 2008. And it gives me material to put in people's hands. Like when I would do I would do craft classes at the district retreats. And I think the last one I had like 70 women there. So what I did is I would create a book for the craft that we were going to be doing so they could take it home with them. And the books, all the books that the Lord gives me are just full of uplifting quotes, encouragements, because we need that as women. They're designed so that you can do small classes with them or do them with your friends and family. So that's what these books are all about. And I wanted this one would be KDP self-publishing. So what I want to do, I actually have the book already finished for the class. I just want to videotape the steps so you can see exactly step by step by step. I'm going to take you through publishing a book. So I'm going to choose a book, publish it, and show you how to do it. And then the other class that I want to do, which is a super, super fun one, it's where you take, you know how people make beautiful cakes and they pipe the frosting with a bag and the little tips, the flower tips? You can do that with paint. And so I've had so many people be interested in that. That's another class that I'm going to offer. So initially there will be 5 classes, including the coaching, the spirit-led coaching. They all will have books and they all will have video links. The spirit-led coaching will be done live. We'll do that over Zoom. The other ones will be a video that you can download. So I just wanted to give you just an introduction. The other thing, if you want to explore Hummingbird's Corner, that's my website. I sell pottery on there. There's all kinds of books. I have books that are devotionals. I have fiction romance books. I have the coloring books. Then there's also the quilt kits and rug quilts. And then I'll be adding, as I add new things, there's also original artwork on there. It's just a place to explore and feel welcome and feel like you're home, because you are. You are so loved. I'm honored to spend this time with you this morning. And then what I'll do is I'm going to use this introduction video for each one of the classes, and then we'll be going right into whatever the classes that you chose. So welcome. Get a cup of your favorite beverage and let's relax and have fun. Hi everyone. Welcome to our class today, and I'm going to be showing you how to upload a manuscript to Kindle Direct Publishing, and then you'll be able to, when we're done, we're going to do it step by step by step, and then that way you'll be able to know how to do it. Let me just show you though, I do have a book that goes with it. I've had a ton of experience publishing books on Amazon through KDP. This book is actually the one that we're going to be using for the class. Let me just bring this over so you can see it. And it's called Step by Step Photographic Guide to Self-Publish Your Book on Amazon KDP. So we're going to use that one for the class. But I just wanted to show you, if you go through and you type my name in on Amazon, all of these books were all self-published. I designed all the colors on them, covers, and then I have about 200 books. Let me see, I'll show you here. See, so this one is my newest one, the Cozy Rag Quilt book. And this one, I've actually been selling a ton of them. So I mostly use the books for ministry tools when I teach these classes. And then I have a traveling ministry where I go around and I teach the craft classes. So I wanted them to have the books to go with it. So that is going to be our goal. And then what we start with is the very first thing that you want to do when you get ready to self-publish is you want to have your manuscript. And I'm going to move this one so you can see it. So this one is, I'm actually developing a class that's a spirit-led coaching class. So I wanted to have a book to go with it. So that's what this one is. So what you do is you get your manuscript. Let's see if I can make it smaller so you can see it. What you do, and I use a Mac computer, an iMac. So of course I'm going to be using Pages. If you're using a Windows, it's pretty much the same. So what you do first is you set this up so that your document is set up as a 6x9" document. Let me see if I can show you. It actually doesn't show me on here, but so what I do is I reuse these because it's hard to set the pages up. So I'll just start a new one with the page size, and then I'll erase everything that's in the body of it and put the new information in there. That's how I do it. And then, so what we need to do, if you're going to submit something to Amazon to publish it, what you would want to do is you want to save it as a PDF file. So we're going to do this. Let me see if I can get you up here so you can see it. So up here at the top, we're going to go to File, and then we're going to go to Export, and then PDF. And then what it does is you'll see this box. I'm going to see if I can change these, guys. I'm trying to, it's new, so I'm learning how to, I've used a different way to record before, so this is a little bit of a learning curve. So we'll be learning this one together, but we'll make it work. So what we do is you hit the export button, And then when you come over, I'm going to open it up so you can see it. So now I have a Pages document, and then this one is the actual document that we're going to be submitting. And I'll bring it over here so you can see it. We'll make it smaller maybe. So this is our document that we're going to be uploading. And you can see it. Now I want to say this, when you upload something on KDP, what you put on the page is exactly what's going to be in your book. They don't do any typesetting, they don't do any corrections. So this is the actual manuscript that we're going to be submitting. And I'm sorry it's been a little bumpy to get started, but we will get there. And then this is going to be our cover. And I'll bring that over so you can see it. So this will be the cover. Spirit-led coaching. It's the angel of direction. That's actually one of my pieces that I painted, and I had ChatGPT make it pretty for the cover. I love to use that app. So I use it a lot for my books to do the design work, because it's still my painting, but they just design it so that it'll fit the cover. And then what we're going to do is we will go to Safari, and then we're going to go to our KDP app. I'm just going to find, where did I put it? Here it is. So right here. And this is the part that I really want to show you how to do. I'll make it smaller so you can follow along. Okay, so you can see that so you have to create your own KDP account first. And this is what mine looks like. This one has all my books in here that I've already published. And these are all self-published, like I was telling you. And then if you go up here to reports, this shows you, like, I've sold 81 books for the month of July, which is so much fun because those are extra. It's an extra revenue source. I price mine so I make about $1 a piece off each one of them. The way KDP works, it doesn't charge you anything to do this, and it just works really great because, like I said, it doesn't charge you anything. Let me see if I can handhold this. Sorry about that, you guys. So I think I finally have it, so you can see the whole page and you'll be able to follow along with me. So what we're going to do first, and it's a really simple, straightforward approach. The book that I told you that you're going to have as part of your class shows you the same. I took photographs of uploading another book. So it follows along with exactly what I'm doing if you want a reference. So to start, we're going to hit create a new title or series. And we're going to do a paperback. And it's really easy, you guys. It basically walks you through step by step everything that you're going to need. So you're going to be surprised at how easy this is. And I hope you guys can see that. I can't make it any bigger, I don't think. Let's see. There's a little bigger. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the book title first. It's really straightforward. So what I do is I go to my book, and it's easier if I just take it from the title. So I go here. Oops, that's the wrong one. Let's do this one. And then bring it down where you can see it. So I just take this. I actually leave this open because I'm going to take information out of it. So I copy and paste it, and I'm going to put it into my title. So I want this part, a guided scripture journal. That's going to be, let's see, let's do it again. I'm having trouble multitasking, you guys. So one thing about these classes, what you see is what you get, and we have a lot of fun. We can laugh at each other and just have fun. Okay, so I want to take off The Angel of Direction, a guided scripture journal for hearing God's voice, discovering your purpose, and walking by faith. And I'm going to put that in the subtitle. Okay, so now I have the title. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger. So I have Spirit-Led Coaching, and then the subtitle is The Angel of Direction, a guided scripture journal for hearing God's voice, discovering your purpose, and walking. Let's get the rest of it. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Walking by faith. So we will add that in. Oh, you know what? It's not going to let me. So what I'm going to have to do is fix it a little bit. Let's take the Angel of Direction out of the title. A guided scripture journal for hearing God's voice, discovering your purpose, and walking by faith. That should fit. There we go. Okay, so now you can see we have our title and our subtitle. And then the next one, this one is not going to be a series, so I don't have to add anything to it. The edition number, it is a first edition, so we're going to put number 1. And then for the author, I'm going to put my first name and my last name. And my last name. And then this part is we're going to put a description. And let me just see if I've got it here. So what I did, I went ahead and I have my back cover description. I like to use my notepad because it's easy to copy and paste. I've learned the hard way. It's easier than going back and forth with the manuscript. So I've saved my back cover description, and then what I'm going to do is highlight it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move it over into our box. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we're going to put it in here. And then what I've also learned, you notice how it has like these spaces in between? It looks better if you can get rid of them. So let me see if some of them, like these, yeah. And when you go back, do a backspace and then hit enter, it gets rid of those spaces, which makes it easier to fit on the back cover. So we'll do the same with these. I like them, I just don't want that big space in between them. So I'm giving you guys little tips and tricks that really works. So this is gonna be, actually let's do the same with this one. This is gonna be what's gonna show up on our back cover. I had to let my daughter know that I'm recording because we have 2 little kids in the house. So if you hear noises, we have a big family. So now, we have our description. So let me just review. So we have our title, we have our subtitle, we have its edition number, then we have the author. Now also, if you have contributors, you can add those here. And then we have our description. And then as we scroll down, we're just going to work our way through. You just start at the top and work your way down through each one of them. So then this one, I own the copyright for this one. There is no sexually explicit titles or images. And then for the age group, I just always click 17. It'll default. It's going to be on Amazon.com. And then this part is the categories. This one, because this is a journal, I don't have to choose the categories. It's going to be a low content book. Actually, I can still choose them, I think. And this part always takes me a little bit of time to figure out which one. So we're just going to go down through. I think it's under religion. Let's see. It'll take a minute here. We'll find it. You kind of have to just wade through each one of these. There's self-help. So it's under self-help. It's going to be journal writing. So I'll bring it over here so you can see it. So it's journal writing. And so we don't need a subcategory. So we're going to save our categories over here. And then for the keywords, and see, you see guys, I checked low content book and journals. I'll show you what it is. It's like low content books have minimal or no content on the interior. So they're repetitive pages and they're designed to be filled in by the user. So they have a different ISBN and distribution. And because this book does have a lesson in it, I have also published it as a regular book, but I'd rather not. It's a little bit harder. This part, I always ask for help from ChatGPT. So what I'm going to do is go back to our scripture design that we've been working on. And then I'm going to ask ChatGPT what the keywords are. And then it already knows because it's such a great tool, you guys. It helps me so much. So it fills in the primary keywords. And the way that it works for KDP, see, you've got 7 blank spaces to fill in. These are really super important. That's why I ask for ChatGPT to give me the words for it, because it knows how to filter the words so that people will be able to discover it. And I will tell you, since I've been doing this, it has made a huge difference. I've been selling a ton more books. I mean, like hundreds of copies versus just a couple copies. So it works really great. ChatGPT for me has turned into being an essential tool. It also spell checks. I can upload the manuscript and it will spell check for me. It will also, it's almost like having a free proofreader, because it'll proofread for you and give you suggestions. It's really been just a really cool tool. So all I'm doing is copy and pasting from ChatGPT right into the keyword fields. And I think we've got them all. So there we go. And then the next field is the publication date. I'm not sure why it's not scheduled for a scheduled release, but I always just click this one anyway. And then you're going to hit save and continue. Oh, I see. It's got an emoji in it someplace. Let's see. Let's take these out. Oh yeah, I forgot to take these out. So we have to go back, and it'll highlight. You can see if you make a mistake, it highlights it in red so you can find it. And I just need to take these emojis out. I forgot about that. So it reminds you. That's the cool part. You really can't make any mistakes doing it this way. So you can see we got the emojis out, and I don't think there's any more. So then we're going to scroll down and we're going to go to save and continue. And then it just automatically takes you to the next page. And it gives you the option. You can either use your own ISBN. I like to use the ISBN that they will automatically assign. And then it defaults to this one because this is a 6 by 9 inch paperback, the standard. I go with this, and I'm going to be doing a black and white interior. If I had artwork, and I have published some of my books that do have the artwork in them, Those you can choose to do the standard color or the premium color. They're much more expensive to print if you do the color, so I don't use it unless I really have a purpose, like it's an art book or it's one of my soul therapy books where I want them to follow along with the lesson and see the colored, beautiful colored pictures. So we're going to do this one in black and white, and you can see it automatically fills in the trim size for you. And it has these settings already selected. And then this part is we're going to upload the manuscript, and that is the PDF file. And so what we're going to do is we're going to click upload manuscript. And I just got to locate it. I just had to change my view on my computer. So if we go, let me bring it over here so you can see it. I'll turn it, but it's actually right here. Say it shows you it's this one. So you select it, and then you go over to the corner. I'm just going to do it this way so you can see it, and then you click upload. And now, sorry, it's wobbly, guys. So now it's going to be there, it saved it. So if you look, now the button changed, and you can see right up here where it has the accepted file to PDF. When I first did this, I was using a Word computer and I uploaded the Word document. It was horrible. It ran over on the pages. So the PDF file makes your book exactly what it's going to look like. And then this part is actually the funnest part. We're going to do the cover creator. So you click it. And it gives you the option. You can go through the little tutorial. It shows you how to do it, but I don't need that because I've done 50 million of them. And then I'm going to upload the image from my computer. And then right here, let me hold it up so you can see it. So you can see I have best cover right here. I'll bring it in so you can see it. So you click that, and then you go down here and you click upload. And then these give you, so they have templates. I guess so you can see it. They have all these different templates that you can choose from, and it shows you how the cover is positioned on them. The one that I'm going to be using is this one because I want, oh, actually, you know what? I picked the wrong one, so we're going to fix that. Good, I can show you how to do it. So I'm going to pick this one. And because I chose the wrong one, I'm going to click on this, and you see right here, choose a new cover image. Go back to my computer, and I'll find this one. There. Now, see the difference? Isn't that beautiful, you guys? And then right here, I'm going to upload my author picture. So I'm going to get that from the computer. And I just had a new one. Let's see what this one looks like. I leave them on my desktop. It's just easier. Yep. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. And then I have to put in my author information. So I have that saved on my notepad. And it'll take me just a second. Here we go. So that was another picture. But what I'm going to do is copy and paste this. I use my notepad for a ton of stuff. So I'm going to copy and paste that. And we will close it out. Oops, if I can get to it. And then you just click on the box and then you paste it in there. See? So it just pastes it in. And then I want my description. So I'm going to go back to the notepad. And remember, see you guys why I put stuff on the notepad? It makes it so easy. So here is our back cover description right here, already on the notepad. Except I got to take these out. So take two Okay, and then we're just going to copy and paste this. And then we're going to move over here, and you just click in the box. See, it's all formatted for you. And then I don't like this black cover. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose the cover options. And we want to choose a different color. So it's so you also can choose all of these. These are, like if I click that one, you see how these automatically change it. And I don't like to do that. I like picking my own. So I'm going to go back over here, go to primary. And in here, that's where I can pick one. Let's see, we'll try this one. Oh, it's not letting me, hold on. Yeah, that's what we want. So we want the secondary one. And now I just need to experiment and see what color I think looks the best. So let me try. Let's try like, and it's fun because you can try like any of them to see. That actually looks really cool. So that one offsets the purple that's in here. I actually kind of like that, but let's try this one. And then let's just try a really wacky one, just so I can show you. Ew, it's too bright, I don't like it. There's a hot pink. I kind of like the hot pink. But let's try. Actually, I like the purple one though. That one I don't care for. I thought I put a brighter one. Well, let's try a bright blue. Ooh, I like that one too. This part's always kind of the hardest part. That one's too light. But you just keep getting it till you get the one you want. I like that one, but I still like the purple. I like that one. So I think that's the one that's like a purplish pink. You can change the font in here. I honestly like it defaulted like this, and so I'm just going to leave it like that. And then we're going to hit the preview. And it takes a few minutes to load, and that is our cover. I do like to save it because I like to, when I upload it onto the website, it's hummingbirdscorner.com. I want to put the cover in there, so I need an image of it, so I'm going to save that. And then we hit save and submit. And you can see the bar across the top. Okay, so now this part's all done. So it shows you the manuscript is in there. The cover has been uploaded. I did use AI tools, and I did use some sections. So I used ChatGPT. I had him write my introduction. Images is one or a few, and I used ChatGPT. And they don't mind at all if you do it. You just have to tell them. And then I didn't translate it, so there's no translations. And then now we're going to launch our previewer, and this is going to show you exactly what your book's going to look like. So this part's going to take a few minutes. So while we're waiting, I'll just kind of recap. So we've talked about taking your document, oh, it went a lot quicker than I thought, and then save it as a PDF. Well, first you set it up as a 6x9 page. Then you put all your material on your book exactly the way you want it to appear. Then you hit File, Save As, and make it into a PDF file. And we went through all the steps. So now if you look at, so this is just letting you know that they're having trouble with the hardcover. This one's not a hardcover anyway, so it's not going to matter. But this way you can see every page. And even though in the preview the odd number page shows on the right, it does show on the right. In your manuscript, it shows on the left. I don't know why, but this is exactly what the book is going to look like. And so what I like to do is just flip through just to make sure that everything is centered and all the material is centered. And this one has life coaching questions, journal questions, scriptures. It has angelic messages in it. It's just going to be so fun for people to use. So I'm just going to flip really carefully just to make sure that if I don't see any mistakes on it. Okay. Yep, good. See, so it's in black and white. And then we're going to hit approve. Okay, so now you see it has everything on. You can see that's what our cover is going to look like. And this right here, I want to explain, this is super cool because if you were to order author copies, and I do that often because I like to give these away to people when I have my classes. So my cost to buy that book is only $3.66. So that's really cool. So we're going to hit save and continue. Okay, and then the next part is the pricing it's going to lead you to. So it tells you right here, you have to do the minimum amount for the book is $7.33. The way that it works is you'll get royalties and Amazon will get royalties. And honestly, their royalties are really competitive with what you would get if you used a traditional publisher. I usually try to price it so I make about $1 off each book because I feel like that's really the going rate, and the more you sell, the more you make. So let's try, let me see, I like to do $7.77 because that's a holy number. So if I chose that number, I'm only going to get 22 cents. So let's do $8.37. So I would still make 52 cents for my royalty. Let me try $9.37. I try to keep these, there we go. That's exactly what I want. So I know that I want to make about $1 off each book. So you can see that my royalty is going to be $1.02. This is what I wanted. And then these, and the cool part is Amazon will advertise your book for free. These are all the places it goes to: the UK, Australia, France, all these places it's going to go to. And I have sold my books internationally. It always surprises me when I get an international book. It's so fun. But you don't do any advertising, and that is the reason why they take royalties out of your book, which I think is more than fair. And then we're going to hit publish your paperback book. So it's telling you, it's just getting it ready. So see, it shows you, this is what the little thumbnail is going to look like. And so then they give you up to 72 hours to approve your book. Usually it'll be approved and on Amazon by tomorrow. And then if I wanted to do an ebook, I would start the ebook now, and I have done that. It's actually a pretty straightforward process. But to be honest, because this one's a journal and people are going to be writing in it, I don't want to do that. I could also do a hardcover version, but to be honest, because I'm using this as a tool for the class, I want to be able to hand this out with the class. The hardcover copy is very expensive to print. It's like almost $20, sometimes $30 to print the color. So this is going to work for what I want. So I'm going to hit close. And then when you go back, now you can see it's in my bookshelf. So like I said, these are all the books that I've published. And I want to show you something that's really cool. So let's just say that I want to check. So this one right here, this one's actually my most popular book right now. I sell a ton of those. But if I want to see how it's doing on Amazon, if I hit view on Amazon, you can see All of these are the places where it's published. And if I hit US, it brings it up. And I can look and see, if you scroll down, this, I can see the rating. It's 540 in quilts and 215,000. I'd love to get it in that top 100 category, but we will see. So that is how you self-publish a book on Amazon. So just to recap, you would want to set up your KDP account. They are going to ask you for your credit card or your banking information because they do pay royalties once a month. And if you look at my reports, this is what I made for royalties so far this month. I've sold 81 books, so I'll make about $86, which is, that's a nice little extra chunk of change. And I usually take it and pour it back into my website and buy supplies with it. Or sometimes I just bless people with it. You can see it shows you these are all the books that have sold this month in the last 30 days. And then it shows you your top earning ones. And all three of my top ones are my rag quilt books. So it's been really fun. So I have enjoyed spending this time with you. I hope you find this class useful. I just encourage you, go for your dreams, you guys. You can see how easy it is to self-publish your book. And normally, if I wasn't trying to teach someone how to do it, I can actually upload and publish a book in less than a half an hour. And you can see, these are all of these. These are all the books I have. That one's a devotional. That one's another of the rag quilt. That's a devotional. This one's a fiction book. And I had ChatGPT design the cover for me. This one's another one of my fiction romance novels. And you can just see, there's just so much you can do with it. So I encourage you, if you have a dream to self-publish, it's well within your reach. It's so easy to do. I hope you've enjoyed this, and God bless you, and happy dreaming.